Good morning, Theo. Oh yeah, him's like some scratchies. As much as I'd like to stand around and scratch the dog. This morning, did I forget my paper? Oh, alarms are going off. Reminding me one thing. My red light over there is reminding me another. Reminding me to turn this on this morning. See, and some of y'all thought that red light didn't do its job. It does the job all right. Forgot our list. Our list of goodies, because we gotta meet a gentleman over at the lumber supply place. Tired little though? Not bad. We gotta meet him because he's gonna be the one doing some of the finishing out stuff inside of our add-on over there. Now that I missed my deadline of having it done by the time Mordsky got down here, which just obviously did not happen. I'm not just steaming to get it done, just kind of as we can and people's schedules allow. That's what we're kind of going with, which is kind of what had us held up, was other people's scheduling allowing anyhow. So we're basically right where we started. Not right where we started, we're at the same pace on it, but I've already got trailer on and we're gonna head that way. Poor Theo, he don't know what to do when it's like today's a Monday morning and we're actually leaving to go out of town this evening. My wife we're doing a whole family thing in California. I was hoping to never go to that state in my life, if I can just be honest with y'all. Way too busy and fast paced for me, but we're gonna be going out there. So I forgot why I started to tell you that. There's a lot to do today, and that's why today I'm giving y'all an update. Besides, there is quite a bit that's been done since I showed y'all last time around here. Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. Theodore, he's so used to working in the shop on like a day like this, or any of the days like where I've ran to the salvage and stuff, where I still get up early. He gets excited because I come outside and he's ready to come to the shop, but then when he realizes I'm leaving, he's like, what the heck is going on today? How come we're not in the shop? Got the race truck next to us over here. Y'all hear that, baby? Oh man, we got the green light before they did. I was hoping to hear that Dodge open header, all her power and fury unleashed. Just pull up here, White's Ace, the helpful place. That's where we're headed. The handyman is not quite handy here yet. Now he's answered every time I've called him. Very, very nice guy. Give Roscoe a call.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Is Roscoe ghosting me? Don't ghost me, Roscoe. Well, I'm not gonna be much good without Roscoe. He's the one with the know-how of what we need. He made the list. He checked it twice. He was trying to find out if old Puddin was naughty or nice. He decided I was nice enough he was gonna do the job, but I think we're in bad shape right now. Roscoe's here, baby. You see the OBS long bed with the little ground effects, 3/4 ton Chevy bow tie side covers, and half the paint missing on the bed. You know you got you a good handy man.
So probably another, what do you think, just an extra? Yeah. I'm gonna go. Yeah. You came.
I think we're half figuring it out, kind of, sort of. Ping, tong, beep, boop. We're usually hauling cars, but apparently today we're the door haulers.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was in your pocket there from that.
This is my full-time job here, Roscoe.
GoPro, right?
Yeah, talking to this camera.
Right.
You all right with being on video? You're gonna be a Hollywood star now. Oh, retired?
Retired, yeah.
You wasn't
years ago.
You wasn't no good, so you had to become a handyman, huh?
There we go. Yeah.
All right, we're paid out, good to go. Gotta wait on the old industry. That's what we'll call it, the old industry store, to come back out. Oh, here he comes. He's fired up. He's gonna follow us to the house. Said earlier he's gonna help us unload, but then he said he's rearranged the schedule, so he's actually gonna start working at the place today. So before he gets too loud and rowdy in there, I'll have to give y'all the showing of what's going on. Fire up old Gertrude here. I actually need to take this thing to town and get some gasoline in it. Boy, Roscoe's unpacking. He's ready to go. We've developed an air leak again out of our main tank supply, because every time I've been getting in here, gotta wait on it to build up some air pressure. I don't mind small leaks between the valves and the bags, whereas if you're driving over a couple hours, you lose a little bit of air. Crap like that don't bother me. But you don't want them on your main tank supply. That way, every time you start up, you're just sitting here waiting. Ain't no fun. Haha, teleport. Teleport from Gertie to this one. Gonna try back in over there. That way we ain't gotta carry that stuff far. Back her on it. Whoop, 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 whoop. Theo, Theo, Theo. Them 10-foot doors just came in handy. I didn't hit you with no product coming home, did I?
No.
I was trying to hit them bumps and send one of them 1x12s at you. I guess I didn't hit them railroad tracks hard enough then. All right, so before Roscoe gets going here and we start setting doors and everything, I don't know how much, I don't know the last time I showed y'all, so I'm just showing you, okay? We've got our ducting all done. Now, because someone didn't engineer this and account for a thick floor and blah, 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 basically we were left with one choice, and that's exposed ducting, which I'm fine with. I think it looks super cool. We're not gonna paint that or nothing. Obviously, we'll trim up around it, and then we'll paint on the walls. I actually like how that looks. Now, I know I showed y'all sheetrock and texture, so nothing new there. We'll hop and skip over to here. You see some control wires, and y'all will notice we actually got some exterior doors, even though we're interior. And that's because our climate control system, we're trying to control the temperature of the office, little gym, bathroom, upstairs room, and this huge open area with one system. So there's a lot of little, I don't know, sensors, thermostats, whatever you want to call them here or there. And we're trying to seal off each room as much as possible. So in here, we got the 2 duct special, boop, beep. And our ducting actually originally drops down into our bathroom. That's because in here up above us is where the utility room is. So in here we're coming down 90, and we get our duct here, straight shotting that away. You may also notice in here, well, we got a little snazzy with our tile here on the floor. She's looking pretty awesome. So our tile guy who did our house, him and his crew were absolutely amazing. Zach and his guys, so I got a hold of Zach. He had told me when I got ready to do a shop bathroom at some point, get a hold of him. He'd love to do something fun with it for me. So in here, we went up just to a place like Floor and Decor in the city. They just have what they have there or whatever. So we didn't get too fancy on it. The stuff, their material up there was actually pretty stinking cheap. I want to say this stuff they were almost out of, and it was maybe even marked down a little bit. I don't know. I like the pattern, so we went with it. I wanted something darker. And I know our lighting ain't the best, but y'all can see for the shower, I wanted something dark as well. That's because if I get plumb nasty over there working, covered in grease, and I want to shower, I don't want to be staining that sucker up. So just this dark gray with the flat black on the floor and the little insert thing, she's snazzy. Don't forget, this is also kind of our guest room, bedroom. I call it the Mortsky suite. So also the bathroom needs to be a little nicer, where whenever we do have someone staying here, whether it be Mortsky or her brother or whatever, they've got a decent little bathroom there. Super happy with how the tile looked. I like the colors. I like the fun on the fun pattern down there. Now up here obviously we can just put a duct here for this room. So now up here you can kind of see what's going on. You see what I mean? We've got valves here, opening and a closing. So this system's it's got blend doors basically. Kind of like in your cars now where you heat one side versus the other, you know what I mean? So they're, I don't know, it's wild looking. Duct here, duct there, or valve. Right there, we got that's our output as well. No, this is our output. That's our return down there. We also have another return right here. So the furnace kind of hugging this side. You can see our copper lines and all this. Y'all probably noticed outside here, well, there's a screen on there, but right down there on this end of the building, the west side, that's where we actually ended up setting our exterior condenser or whatever you call it. So that's poking through there, and then that allows us this corner here for our hot water setup that we're gonna do. Now those are gonna be blocked by them doors that Roscoe just hooked up here. We'll have one on each side, and this one's actually gonna get like a little closet rod set up of some sort, and actually be a closet. We've got all kinds of doors down there, as you can see. For the ones down through this wall, I actually wanted to go with the windows on it where you could see through to like the office and gym. That's the same style door I put on the front of this place. It's the same style that we put in the tool room over there. So that'll kind of match. Now over here, we got just the plain old entry door, and we're gonna do something very similar right here, and that's gonna match what we have going on here. Unfortunately, for our skinnier door for the bathroom, they didn't have the panel style. We just had to go with one of the flush, and we'll try it out. I think it's actually gonna look good because that smooth door is gonna be next to this smooth door, and then the panel style doors will all be those three kind of together. Those two having windows, upstairs room having none. Thought folks may want some privacy, you know. And he's also gonna be looking at doing some base trim on our OSB, trimming out our windows here. This one, they framed down past the opening. I don't know what's going on there, so that's gonna be fun to fix. Over on this side, there ain't a whole lot to do, guys. Everything's kind of close for paint. We basically need base trim over here. The electricians just jacked my spray foam. They did a terrible job on that. You can see where they forgot to run a circuit, so then it was, oh, we can tear in there and fix it, and then we'll spray foam back, you won't even notice. And that's how they left my shop, so that's awesome. That needs ripped back off and touched up in a better way, and I know paint's gonna cover it up, but damn, does that stand out like a sore thumb. What do you think of this spray foam patch job? You're a professional handyman.
I'm not no spray foam professional.
Could you do better than that, though?
Well,
The reason it's so clumped up is they just weren't patient.
right.
A little at a time will do you.
Yes, yes. Man, that looks like a growth on a hemorrhoid or something, you know? I gotta get on the horn. Call the wildlife department, have them send me the paperwork to get my over 65 combination hunt fish mouth.
Oh, yeah?
$25. All right on top.
Well, I reckon you want me to move this where you can pull your truck in, get sorted.
Unload my stuff, yes sir.
Well, Roscoe's a character. I can tell he's a good dude, though. There's no shortage of characters around Pot County, though. I can promise y'all that. Y'all think something's wrong with me, it's just because of the influence of what I've grown up around here. Around here, it's called normal day life. We're gonna store her down in the salvage for now. Salvage is looking good, baby. Cacao, cacao. Or not. There we go. Well, them old fingers are sensitive Sallies. You know what? When I have the truck here, I should pull it up next to the half haul and toss all this junk in there. Quit hauling it all around. I mean, that one is called the half haul. Maybe a half haul, but that battery's full dead. I don't know what killed the battery on it. That thing's never had a kill the battery problem. I don't know if maybe the key was just bumped to here or what. Oh, perfect. We already got the junk and steelies and everything else back here. It's a little more, huh? You want to add to the pile? You want to add to it? Yeah. This, like I said, everything out here is going to get cleaned up a little better once we finish our awning. I'll show you that in a minute. This steely right here is still holding air. This was off of our van from last week. So this tire's been holding air for over 2 days now. This one, not so lucky. Here goes the back glass. Actually, threw that perfect. Yeah, I didn't want that bouncing off and ka-chow shattering. Ha-ha! You also see we got the trash we cleaned out the van. And then I got the bumper, seals, tailgate, slats, all kinds of stuff for the blue Chevy. This needs to go to our scrap trailer as far as I'm concerned. Ha! I think I just lost my phone. Never really got to look over our tailgate. She's in decent enough shape. Yeah. Ha. Ha. Ha ha. I figured that'd work. I can sit that across there and then have somewhere to sit that long-wise. I knew I'd drop that thing. Oh, I thought I was in the clear. I still got other supports and the seals in the bumper. Now you show up, huh? Where were you when I needed you to lend a helping paw? You sleeping already? Did you already take your fourth nap for the day or what? There, sweet boy, smile. I think y'all have seen it in some of the main channel or second channel. I'm trying to remember at what point. I recorded a lot this last week, like 4 or 5. I don't remember how many videos. We've been pedal to the metal, balls to the wall. Had our floored and pegged, just screaming this last week, so I'm a little mixed up on my time frame. But our builder, our building builder, he came back out and we are framed up. You can see we actually went above our ducting, but had to stay below our lighting. So then you add in the amount of drop, and I wanted more of this covered, which is why this seat purlin's dropped here, because we're actually going to skirt that with sheet metal on this side. And that allows us right at an 8-foot opening, which this one ain't really for like parking vehicles and stuff like that. This is where I'm still planning on doing our air compressor is going to go between the units. We'll have to get that wired in finally, and then we can plumb it in. No more chicka 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 from the 20-gallon upstairs, you know what I mean? Got a little bit of scrap here, there, over there, over there. All of that I plan on sorting out on racks underneath this. And then right here in this back corner may be the good candidate for building some racks for different wheels and tires and stuff. That way we can get our pile here cleaned up as well. Of course, now I want to show y'all stuff outside. The wind's gonna start whipping. So this right here will make it nice, because like I said, originally we can get around here and roll. I seen some of y'all. Oh, he did all that so he could get stuff. Now he's dragging his cherry picker through rock. Yeah, it's part of the growing and building process, guys. If I didn't want to record and do whatever, we could probably just set it all up from the start, but it just don't work like that. This is my job, so it's what I gotta do to keep the funding going that makes all this possible, and we're still gonna do it right. So as you see, we're framed up. They're gonna sheet metal, I think, starting this week when I'm gone. They're gonna come do that where they're not interrupting me. Then we'll just have to add a couple lights underneath here, and we already got power out here, so that shouldn't be no big deal. So hang a few simple lights there. As y'all can see, I had my painters who originally painted this place. They do a great job. They come out and they just knocked out that frame. They got it looking sharp for me. They really do. They do an awesome job. I still ain't got water here. So we ain't got no water yet. I don't know what the deal is. I had them come test my soil for septic to add to this place. Everything was good. Everything's been sent off. They can't get the paperwork approved for some reason, and no one can tell me why, you know. So we're still not having septic. The guy who did that, I asked him if when he was out here digging, if we could dig from over there to here to tie in the main. He said no problem. Only problem is he ain't gonna be here till paperwork gets done. And where's paperwork at? I don't know. No one can give me a clear answer. Now over on this side, we also need lighting out here. And even though I told our electricians, hey, I don't want my spray foam tore up, so anything you need to do, please get it done, because once I have this sealed, I don't want it tore up again. About 400 times I think I said it. They still never stubbed anything through, so I guess they're gonna have to get to rip that up again to then stub through to get power out to here for our lights. Guys, I'm so thankful for the blessings we have. Don't take this wrong, but you've heard me say it. I'm so ready to be done with the building process, and it's just because honestly people kind of suck. A lot of people are just in it to make a quick paycheck and bounce. If the list that I went over with people was just done after you went over it the first, second, or even third time, it'd be easy. But there's just a lot of lack of pride in people's craftsmanship and work nowadays. They just want to get in and out, knock it out, make a quick buck, on to the next job. And it makes it frustrating to deal with some people. And I have grace in the situations. I do. I am venting to y'all a little bit, and some of y'all's gonna say, oh, he's on there complaining again. I'm only human. I'm allowed to get frustrated, all right? Don't act like you walk through this life your whole life and ain't ever been frustrated with someone. Don't mean you ain't got grace in the situation. You just gotta be able to maybe get it off your chest. All that being said, we are still very blessed to have what we have here. I'm very thankful for this business. I'm so ready to get this done where we can move merch here. And after that, we've got a little bit of fence work to do, a little bit of driveway crap to finish cleaning up, and we are going to be done with projects. And it'll be probably right at the 3-year mark of developing this land. So I know it looks fast, and it is fast, but also 3 years is a while. On some, you see some people take a piece of land and develop it turnkey and boom, like that. Yeah, who knows what you're getting with that, you know. You got your good set of tires back here, I see.
It was brand new last year.
Brand new last year, the Mud Claw Extremes. You gonna go find you some mud to play in or what?
Well, it usually finds me.
Oh, it finds you. There we go. As y'all can see, Roscoe's set up with some tools in here. It looks like he's about to get rocking and rolling, so I'm gonna stay out of his hair. In fact, I got a few little errands to run kind of around town to sort out before we go out of town. So I'm not gonna end the video quite yet though, because that'll give Roscoe the rest of the day. We'll see what kind of progress he can get done in that time frame, and then that way I can show y'all how it's looking in there and we can end there. That was my evil laugh. I know said projects were gonna be done. I meant the big stuff. A few more little odds and ends to finish up on this. Obviously, whenever we go to paint in there, where we cut in over here, we need to finish up. And I need to trim this out. Either that black metal around to there, or full trim it around there, or we just put the black trim on the bottom and paint that and color good enough, you know. There'll be a little bit of trim work like that left to finish up to really make this thing look tidied and right. And I did step through some 1/2 inch water over there that I need to run down and then set us up a sink in this corner. Just that way we ain't gotta go into the bathroom all the time to wash our hands. We could even entertain bumping the sink down to here somewhere, maybe, I don't know. That's low-hanging fruit right now to me. The one other thing that I really want to have done on this thing, these doors, since they've been painted black, and y'all know that black draws the heat, okay? I knew that when I started this, okay? So I knew what I was getting myself into. Once it makes it past, I don't know, 2, 3 o'clock-ish, and the sun gets on that side where the sun can hit this baby directly, you can feel it radiate heat out to 3-4 foot off of it. I mean, it just transfers the heat. So I need to get insulation kits for these doors, especially with this being open, and if we're gonna cool this side when it gets like hot out. And the awning over there, stretching out over that, keeping the sun off of that wall, even though there is insulation, I think that's gonna help us a lot too, because you just won't have that direct sun contact heat. Also, our AC units won't be in the direct sun anymore, which those are exchanging heat, so it only has to help it, right? I mean, I'm sure it don't make a huge difference, but it's gotta help a little bit. It'll be alive. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. I don't remember, but that wasn't exactly my jam, okay? Did jam on over to the post office and ship some stuff out to Art. He's the one who does art. He does our art, but his name is Art. And if you say it like 3 times fast, you sound like a walrus. Or. I forgot, I got something in my pocket for old Slick Fitty. We're gonna swing by his place quick. And then when I was getting stuff for Art, I did get my releases. I need to record an ad. One of the ones I just put at the beginning of my videos for the merchandise before I leave today. That'll release the following Monday. Following Monday, today's Monday, maybe not the day of today's video, if that makes any sense. That sweet mama's tougher than a $2 steak, baby. That wagon looks good. I was hiding over there. I brought that for Charlie. He lost it, someone's GoPro 8 door.
Okay.
They said, you got one? I was like, yeah, I throw them in the trash all the time. All right, since we got them here, what are we working on, Slicky? Setting.
Trans mount. I was going to just put a pipe across and do like the easy way. We're doing the hard way.
Hard way is always the best way.
And I'll build the bracket off here where the trans comes down like this, and then I'll have flat plates that bolt to here. It'll kind of look like this. That's what I'm trying to mimic, is that.
Beam
So,
style of sort.
yeah, like a Hearst style mount. Anything that's worth doing is worth overdoing, I guess.
These are the ones you had laser cut out or plasma cut out?
Got the top.
I guess I ain't seen them since they've been added. Or have I?
I just did them.
You just did them? I was gonna say that's new. All right, so he's adding some cross members in here. Patang!
Yeah, this will go like this.
And then you can kind of see where he's aiming there. More progress on Craig's 32. Oh, Ferd at the Brahms. See a little white tanger to her. Come on, baby! Y'all see that windmill? Maybe you couldn't. Give me a second, I'll tell you about him. The guy with that windmill lives fairly close to me. And the other day at one of the school programs, they have, close to them is this little tiny house, and you can tell it's old, like an old homestead thing. They kind of revamped on the outside some, and I always eyeballing it. And we were talking to these folks, and I didn't know them at the time, even though I think I've met them once, so I do apologize. How rude of me. I just meet a lot of people and I can't remember everybody. And my wife said, no, you know them, they have that tiny little house that you want to look in. And I told him, I said, oh yeah, man, I'd love to look through that house. And he said, pull up there, go ahead, stop on by, you're more than welcome to it. And I don't know if he thought I was joking or not, but I took him up on his offer within like the next day or two. I was cruising through there and I had a couple minutes to kill, so I went and looked through there. Also, he has some longhorn cows, and I was telling him how much I want to love on his longhorn cows, and he said, when they're up by the fence, he said, if you want, he got, help yourself. So I ain't got to take him up on that offer yet because they ain't been up close, but next time they are and I'm driving through there, them longhorns are getting pet on. Anyhow, a couple days later, I was driving through there and he was out there, so I stopped and I talked to him again. And man, you just talked about a gentleman who's absolutely as nice as can be. So we were talking and everything, and I didn't realize crap got brought up, whatever, and he's like, yeah, actually we watch your videos. So I didn't even know that. And I was like, oh man, this guy thinks I'm an idiot. No, not really. But we were talking, and he's like, yeah, I've got a little YouTube channel. And I was like, what do you do on it? I guess they do windmills for a living, like actually functioning windmills. I'm not sure if they use them all for like water wells or you know what all. But he said he is at 75 subscribers, and I said, well, your next goal is to get to 100 then. And you set that as a goal, and I gave him some of my early advice of when I was trying to get to my first 100, and I think from the 100 then I was like, all right, let's make it to 200, you know, and you want to grow like that, set goals and push. I gave him a few tips and tricks and ideas that I had. And anyways, Okie Windmiller, if y'all want to give him a little shout out or check out some of his stuff, maybe give him a subscribe, help him grow. When I'm telling you, you can't find a nicer guy around here in Pot County. I truly don't believe you can find a nicer guy than that gentleman. Don't y'all worry about these right here, okay? That's them little Herbalife tea mix thingies. I don't know how much they really work as far as what they do for you, but damn, do they taste good. Just out of curiosity, we may have to pop in here and check on Roscoe, see how she goes, see how she's going. There's Theodore. You in here, huh? You and Theo and Roscoe, y'all becoming best of pals. Looks like we got a couple doors set. Oh, I wanted the glass where you could see through there, and I'm happy we went with that decision. Just that being there, I can tell you already I like it. Did you get a sandwich? You spoiled boy, aren't you? Roscoe was nice, gave you part of his sandwich. Theo thought we were going to try to wrestle him for the sandwich though, because he took it over there by the dumpster to eat it. So nobody wants your sandwich. He was nice and gave that to you. You didn't even say thank you. You just ran off with it.
Yeah, he did. He looked at me.
Did he look at you? Did you see that old van over there I drug home since you've been here last time?
Yeah, I was gonna say that wasn't here.
Did you ever run around in any hippie van like that?
Oh yeah, I've run around in all kinds of hippie shit. I mean, that one on Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Oh yeah.
I figure that might be up your alley there.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, what's that? Krager's or Keystones?
Krager Eliminators. You got a good eyeball, Roscoe.
Yeah. Well, I only like 2 or 3 kind of. I like Krager's and Keystones.
There we go. But you don't need anything else besides that, besides some steel wheels, and we're good. I like old Roscoe. He said the Meccano line pickups, talking about the Ford vans, but then they made them in the little pickups. In fact, Bowling Brothers have one. He said, well, I'm welcome to drive when we make it out to California. Anyways, he said those people like to do them on the chrome reverse with the baby moons. But anyhow, I gotta go pick up Mama now. What she didn't know is I'm definitely pulling up in the main van. She will love riding in this thing. Hey, ain't it about time for your 12th nap today? We better leave him here to hold down the shop, make sure Roscoe don't get too rowdy. Reason called me by my name. Sing it, girl. I ended up with Hot Rod, and then Mama and Hank are doing their thing. So me and Hot Rod's jamming to some classics. Don't act like you don't like it. Guys, that's gonna wrap us up. I gotta take Theo to, like I said, some of our church family has a dog sitter. Nice kennel set up where they spend time with the dogs and take care of them. And anyhow, we're lucky to have them to watch Theo, where he's in good hands when we're out of town. As far as Roscoe, like I said, a couple doors sitting in place. So I'm gonna get out of Roscoe's here. That way he can turn his AC/DC back up, keep jamming out. He said, man, I was telling, we were talking about my brand, about Puddin's Fab Shop and stuff, because he said, man, I sure would wear one of them shirts. And I said, well, I know where you can get one. And anyhow, he was talking about other people's shirts and how people give you shirts. And I'm just like, yeah, and when people try to give me on, I say, not to be rude, you know, you just usually tell people, please keep it, because I know it costs them money. And all I wear is my own stuff all the time. It's my wife's favorite. She loves it. Like, I got so many designs, I got a shirt for every day of the month pert near, you know what I mean? Me myself, I'm a fan. I think we found Theo's honey hole tree. He's just been over here dropping bombs, making sure to, what you could say, fertilize this tree here. But anyhow, after talking about that, he said, AC/DC came on. He was like, you mean to tell me if I brought you a sweet AC/DC shirt, you wouldn't wear it? And I was like, man, no, rock and roll, that just ain't my thing. No sirs. But guys, I gotta finish doing, actually, we're supposed to leave in like an hour and I still ain't even packed anything for as far as the trip goes. Made sure to get all my rat killing done for the day, which gets us ready to go. So with that, we're gonna wrap up. Hopefully y'all's excited about the updates. I'm so excited for all this to be done, where there's no more distraction out of it. This is also our last trip, because we've gone out of town a lot in the last 6 months, and this is our last trip for a good while. Also excited about that. That means if we're not going out of town and we get to the point where we don't have a lot of contractor, what do you call it, distractions, more work can be focused on, which makes me happy. So that's it for the second channel video. Thank you guys for being here. It means the world to me that you care enough that you'll come back just to watch a video like this, where I can let you know what's going on here behind the scenes. So thank you for being here. PutInsFabShop.com for that good quality merchandise if you want to get you a shirt like old Roscoe back there. And much other than that, I'm on the Facebooker, I'm on the Instagrammer, and I will see you guys next time. However, do not forget, sitting on your ass will not finish a project. In fact, I got one of them shirts inside, and we're gonna give it to Mr. Roscoe back there. I bet he'll get a kick out of that. Hot damn, there's so much BS-ery. We had to start a whole channel for all the extras. Be sure to go check out Puddin's Fab Shop if you ain't seen that baby yet. Come on!